So in this video, if you're from the previous video, where we did a manual scaling in the deployments. So now we're going to do auto scaling so that it takes care of itself, so we don't have to worry about anything. So the first is I will show you a code which is most part like this, which is kubectl, because we already talked about it. Use kubectl to auto scale. You write auto scale and then you specify deployment, and then the name, which is hello world REST API. Let me use the search for it. I think I'm lost. Let me just no. Now I'm gonna do this. Get deployment. Okay, now for scaling, kubectl auto scale deployment space. You give it the name of the deployment, the one that you have, space, and then you have to give the max of the pods it can be created, which is max is equal to, I'm going to keep it slow, 4, then space, and then you can give what is the threshold that it's going to look on, which is CPU percent. I'm going to keep percent, and that is equal to 40, or I'm going to do 40 is too much, I'm going to do 60, and then we're going to run this horizontal scalar pod created. So when you run this code to create auto scaling configuration, what internally it happens is that it creates a horizontal pod auto scaling configuration. So that is what it's saying, horizontal pod autoscaler. So once this is created, now if you want to see this, it can also call this horizontal pod autoscaler, HPA. You'll see it's created autoscaler. So now, for example, now we created an autoscaler for the microservices. So for example, whenever there is a threshold which is greater than 60%, so this will be created in the microservice. Or now the number of nodes, for example, let's say 4, it will be created 4. So if you want to keep on scaling, literally auto scale, you should also auto scale your Kubernetes cluster. So that you can look it up in the Google documentation to look on that. And if you guessed it right, it should start from G-Cloud, because it's the Kubernetes clusters. When we work with that, we use G-Cloud, and when we work with deployments, we work with the kubectl. So I hope it was helpful. So we'll catch you in the next one.